I could never have imagined what would happen when I flew halfway across the world to meet my online English students.
I think that's a very good adventure. Ever gone?
Yeah.
Down to China?
I'm flying solo to China to bring our online friendships into the real world, and I was so not ready for how this adventure went. Take it from me, the very first thing to do when you arrive in Beijing on an overnight flight is obviously go straight to eat Peking duck. This was my first ever time trying Peking duck, and truly, how have I missed this culinary experience my whole life? From the moment I walked off the plane, I felt so incredibly welcomed and treated to the very best that Beijing has to offer. The stage has been set for honestly such a life-changing experience in China. And I'm now very sure that my trip will involve eating copious amounts of delicious food, so I need to avoid coming home the size of a house.
So you know what's next? Let me clean you first. I literally just can't wait. Today is the day that I finally meet my longest English student. I have been teaching Anna for like 5.5 years. I just want to squeeze her. Anna.
To kick off any fabulous day in Beijing, what do? You eat Peking duck, of course. I feel like a whole new palette of flavors is opening before my very eyes, which is just so special to share with Anna and her family. I'm diving in deep here with Chinese food, and I'm determined to try anything and everything.
Wow, flower! Wow, look at that! Wow, look at me! Wow!
Wow.
Wow! Wow! Next, 其实 wow! Anna and Abby! So yummy! So yummy! So yummy!
After walking around a famous old Hutong, we hopped on a tourist bus tour that drove us around the main sites of Beijing, but I literally had no idea what the tour guide was saying. Well, this was a pretty funny experience. The tour guide lady was basically just screaming historical facts at everyone, and then the kid behind us was being beaten by his mum. But it was just really cool to see all the architecture despite the chaos of this bus. Anna and Elsa really wanted to show me a futuristic restaurant, and what they described as food spinning down to the table was not far off what actually happened here. Make that make sense. My little brain is just totally wowed by anything robots, and also the fact that the Western food actually tastes amazing in China. It doesn't even taste that good in Australia, so I was wowed.
Hello.
Look at here! Wow! 好了好了，再回不到。
It's hard for me to put into words just how incredible the past 2 days in China have been. My heart feels complete. Finally, I have the chance to meet and play with all my little best friends. To be honest, I was so nervous to come on this trip to China, mostly because I'd be traveling alone, but also the fact that my students mean the absolute world to me. But from a screen, I'd never actually met them in real life. Never had the opportunity to squeeze them, eat with them, play with them, and although we did have these close relationships after years spent connecting through a screen, I was unsure if it'd be the same in real life. I think these videos do answer that question themselves. Nothing at all could have prepared me for how connected I immediately felt to my students and their families. They bring so much value to my life. Well, they have through the screen. And as their teacher, I really hope that I bring a lot of value to their lives too. I mean, at least in the academic sense. But coming to China, I really discovered and understood the value and depths of our connections and the true sense of friendship that we share. This goes well beyond any language, cultural, historical, or even geographical differences between us. I truly felt such a deep sense of warmth and depth, and that honestly is just so hard for me to put into words. It's like the online classroom gave us the foundations of a really good fire, but coming to China and seeing and being with them in real life just ignited the brightest flame you could ever imagine. Anywho, after spending the most amazing morning with the girls, we headed to the subway. Side note, I am just so obsessed with the subway in Beijing. It's just so not chaotic, which I feel like chaos and subway are kind of synonymous in most places, right? Somehow I just felt relaxed throughout my subway experiences in Beijing. Anyway, I was heading to meet up with my students George and Vicky and their beautiful mums Carrie and Jennifer. We had a full afternoon and evening planned ahead, and when I say full, I mean there was so much delicious food involved, as well as a side of culture.
It's very big. 叫做999哦，就是贵。而手里面拿着都是
Exploring the old Hutongs became one of my favorite activities in Beijing, partly because you know I love trying all the wonderful foods, but beyond my demanding stomach, I loved getting a glimpse into the homes and lives of locals.
This one is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Mix it.
Mix it? Okay.
Yeah. So much. Later we will take the steak dinner. Okay. You will be
Same room.
We wandered into a traditional Chinese medicine practice where I got to see the herbs being pulled out of storage, weighed and packaged up for recipients. My curiosity was sparked, and when I come back to China next, seeing a traditional doctor is on the list, but I may need to improve my Chinese first. For dinner that evening, Carrie had organised to meet two of my other students, Linda and Mike, over a spicy Sichuan dinner. I was scared, but also excited.
You eat the pork food in Australia?
Pig?
Yeah, this one.
Oh, this is the food?
You don't know?
Oh, sorry, George. I'm eating you. So tasty.
After devouring another delicious meal in China, we headed to a place that has a meerkat and like just 1,000 cats in general. It was this shop in a shopping mall, and you could pay money to enter and hang out and pat the animals they had inside. Oh my god, this cat was like a lion, a tiger. I'd never seen something like that in my life. It was really, really cool and such a unique and fun way to bond with the kids. I made them hold the snakes, and we just had such a unique bonding moment here in this little shop. So, George!
No. Do you want me to? You want to take? No. Oh, go Mike! Wow, so cool. Hi. I am truly just so appreciative to have had another amazing day here in China. All thanks to my students and their amazing parents. I'm just so grateful. Today is my last day to explore Beijing with Anna, Elsa and Mum. So to the Hutong we go.
Yes, I'm so sad because my ice cream is finished. Smells good.
猫车
不用。
有老婆座儿。帮你吧。
妍。
哇！好，我们在这拍的。OK。哦，这里也有一个。You can write, I want my dad 早日康复。Maybe it can be real. Yeah, you can try.
This was a really special moment for me as I wrote wishes for good health and strength to my parents on my red wishing ribbon. I was appealing to a higher power for my wish to be granted, and it said that the higher the ribbon is placed, the more likely the wish is to blow in the wind and arrive in heaven for granting. We then headed to where the Hutong opens up onto a big lake, and it was truly so beautiful and peaceful there. We rented a pedal boat and spent a couple of hours exploring the Hutong from the water.
Scared,
and I have
Anna?
to say, this activity was definitely a highlight for me.
Wow, looks good.
没事。
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
My turn.
Straight on. Let's go. Wow, so beautiful. Wow. So strong.
Can try it.
Spicy. Anna, did you try this? Do I mix?
Yes.
Run.
那里是灯笼。Here.
This place was once the timekeeper of the entire city, dictating the time to work and when to rest. The drum tower signaled the end of the working day, and while the bell tower marked the start. Situated on the central axis of ancient Beijing, the views were incredible, and it's so interesting to look out and imagine life here thousands of years ago.
I nearly died in the toilet today.
Where died on the toilet.
So people is angry. Not. It's not.
Yes, I do need a new iPhone.
So you can buy.
18. Yeah, 18 next. Well,
It was almost time to say goodbye to Anna, Elsa, and Mum, and I am just truly so grateful for the incredible time we've spent together in Beijing. Over 5 years of being your teacher, Anna, seeing you grow into the kindest, most confident young lady is a special gift I get to experience in my life. I love you, Elsa and Mum, and I hope we play together in China very soon again.
We are at Universal Studio. Let's go!
It's day 5 of the adventure, and we would be spending it at the biggest Universal Studios in the world.
Universal Studio.
Yes!
Even the toilets are just so perfect here.
All the shop.
My student Vicky absolutely loves Harry Potter, and as we wandered around all the shops together, her happiness was just radiating. Living through and going off the happiness of my students on this trip was a feeling I just can't quite describe.
To eat.
Yes.
Noodles.
Anywho, it's time for lunch, and you know that eating on this trip, and any trip really in general, is my number one priority. I'm a foodie, of course, but my hopes for a delicious meal at Universal Studios were low. But as Vicky said, this was so delicious. Georgie is here! The crew is now complete, with George coming to join us for an afternoon of adventure. We started to prioritize going on the rides, but with this being the national holiday, we were not able to beat the crowds, and we all just did our best to wait patiently in the lines.
Time for
Coffee.
yeah. Coffee. We're in Hogwarts.
Love it.
We headed back to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, where, as you can see, everyone also had that same idea. But the kids were totally unfazed by the crowds. They found places to test their magic skills, and then we headed to the other side of the park to watch the Untrainable show. Now, the shows were all in Chinese, but honestly, it didn't really matter, as they were all just so immersive. Now, for dinner, everyone wanted a hamburger.
Oh my goodness.
And I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes.
And we were overwhelmed by the excitement of this Halloween burger. Now, let me tell you,
I'm so scared.
looks can be very deceiving. This was probably the worst thing I ate during my entire time in China.
Hi guys.
We are so lucky.
We are
Let's go.
It's 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Tired?
No.
Tired?
No.
Not tired.
We are having a good time in Universal Studio. Hello.
After such an awesome day, it was sadly time to say goodbye to George, Carrie, and Frankie. You guys are the most awesome little family, and I'm just so grateful for our friendship. I cannot believe how quickly time has flown. It's day 6, my final day in Beijing.
In China, if you see this bird, we think it will bring luck.
Vicky has taught me so much about China on this trip, and of course today would be no different. Jennifer and Vicky were taking me to discover the Temple of Heaven, which is a monument of important cultural significance. Ancient Chinese emperors used to hold processions leading to the temple.
We're walking on the King's Road.
Where they would come to pray for good harvests. This temple is nothing short of an architectural masterpiece. I was mesmerized by each individually carved piece of wood that all just fit together like pieces of a puzzle. This restaurant made me feel like a princess. The setting was surrounded by a lush green garden and the interior was just wow. Also, everything. Wow, the food. How can flavors like this even exist? We devoured a delicious meal with so many plates. I just don't think this video does it any justice. This is amazing. Jennifer and Vicky, you have been so kind and generous to me on this trip. I hope that one day I can repay you for the warmth you have given me. Every second we have spent together, we have made the most amazing memories to last a lifetime.
Wow, so beautiful.
Make it a little smiley face.
So cute. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So good.
So I just got home from eating a delicious Beijing hot pot. Let me tell you, I did not expect the flavors to be that amazing. I once enjoyed a hot pot in Malaysia and trust me, it is nothing in comparison. Anywho, I am packing all of my bags to leave Beijing tomorrow. I have just been treated with such generosity and kindness by my friends here in Beijing, my students and their parents. I somehow need to get all of this stuff to the train tomorrow. It's gonna be so heavy. I'm just so grateful. What a great problem to have.